Welcome back into Shenandoah Sportsman's Park, Bob Lucky Fulton Field. We're ready for game number 2. Peyton Ethan in the circle for the Phillies, and Audie Cole, the opposite pitcher, will be leading off for Missouri Valley. And first pitch is in for strike number 1. So good start for Peyton Ethan. Ethan on the season started 6 games. This will be start number 7, a 3.28 ERA, 40 strikeouts to just 29 walks. And the 0-1 pitch is going to be lined over shortstop for a leadoff single for Cole. So leadoff single for Missouri Valley, and that's going to bring up Emma Goot. Goot comes in, first pitch, misses high and outside. So no balls and 1 strike with Cole on first base for Missouri Valley. And the 0-1-0 pitch is fouled straight back, so we're 1 ball, 1 strike to Emma Goot. And Goot comes in a .231 hitter on the season. Audrey Cole, she was a .291 hitter, standing at first base as that 1-1 pitch is called upstairs, so 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch is high and outside. Runner goes. The tag is there. Good throw and tag. Brooklyn Black to Macy Finley. That's out number 1. And the count will be 3-1 to Goot with nobody on base. And the 3-1 pitch in there for strike number 2. So we're all full. Payoff pitch coming up from Ethan to Goot. Payoff pitch misses high and outside. So first 2 Big Reds have reached base. Cole was wiped out by the caught stealing, but now Goot's at first base with 1 out, and Brooklyn Lang will step in. Lang's a .396 hitter, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 9 RBI. She's second on the team in runs batted in on the season with 9. She digs in from the right side. First pitch is in for strike number 1 on the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch from Ethan. That swung on and hit right to Jenna Burdorf. That's a tough play. We're going to get that an infield single there. That would have been a tough play, even if she would have picked it up cleanly. So Lang will reach base on the infield single. So the first 3 have reached base for the Big Reds. And now Maya Contreras steps in.
First baseman, number 7, Maya Contreras.
Contreras is a .263 hitter on the year, does have a dinger on the year, a couple of doubles. So 2 doubles, a home run, and 6 RBI for the junior first baseman for the Big Reds. First pitch in on the outside corner for strike 1, so 0-1 to Contreras. And the 0-1 pitch fouled back our way. So Contreras down in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch from Athan is in for strike 3. Looking big out for Athan, and the Phillies is now with 2 outs. Going to take a 2-out hit. There's some 2-out action with Emerson Anderson trying to get something going here for the Big Reds. Anderson, an 8th grader, 333 hitter. She's started 9 games this season. This will be at least number 10. She may have started the morning game, but she wraps one to Burdorf at second base, and it's an easy step and throw for the 3rd out. So a lot of action on the base paths, but no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 Big Reds left. We go to the bottom half of the inning, still scoreless.
For Missouri Valley, in the bottom of the first, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs, no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. Bottom of the first, 0-0 the score. Shenandoah about to take their first at-bats. They're going to be going up against Audrey Cole. She is the only pitcher for Missouri Valley this season who has thrown in a varsity game. Before today, she started all 17 games for the Big Reds, an 11-6 record with a 1.66 ERA, 158 strikeouts. To just 26 walks in 114 innings. So she's going to be around the zone. Phillies need to be ready to hit the ball tonight, or this afternoon. I guess not this afternoon. It's still not even noon yet. In the second game of their doubleheader this morning. So leading off will be Brooklyn Black. She was 4 for 4 in game 1 today. So we'll see if she can keep some of that magic going.
Brooklyn Black.
Again, a really good morning for her. She was 4 for 4 with a double and 3 singles, and she goes up against Cole for the first pitch is popped foul, so timing. And again, it might be a little bit different here for these Phillies. They went up against a couple pitchers that were a little bit slower, maybe not quite in the zone as much as they're going to face today or for this game. It'll be interesting to see if that timing is an issue. 0-1 pitch. A little bit of a wrinkle there, an off-speed pitch, missed short. So it's 0-1 from Cole to Brooklyn Black. The 1-1 pitch misses high and outside. So Black in an advantage count here, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch from Cole. That's up and away, so 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter for the Phillies. So Cole has already pitched a ball game today. She pitched the first game, so she threw 5 innings. She didn't allow any runs in that ball game, but on a hot day might be something to that. The 3-1 pitch missed high and away, so leadoff walk puts Brooklyn Black on for the 5th time in as many plate appearances today. Jenna Burdorf steps in. Second base here in the second game. She pitched a shutout, 3-hit shutout in game 1 today against Stanton. We'll see how she does here as she tries to slap, and the first pitch is in for strike 1. So Brooklyn Black at first. Jenna Burdorf in the left-handed batter's box. Does that slap approach again. She taps it foul, so no balls, 2 strikes to Burdorf. Just getting started here in game 2. Nothing, bottom of the first inning. 0-2 count to Burdorf, the number 2 hitter for the Phillies. And she offers and misses. So that's strikeout number 1 for Cole and out number 1 of the inning. That's going to bring up Lene Green. Green came into today with 21 RBI. She had 2 in the last game, and so now she's got 23, and now she's been hit by a pitch, which has happened now twice this season. She's been hit by a pitch 2 times. So I'm sure she's not happy with how she got on base, but she gets on base, so now there's runners at first and second with 1 out, and maybe the hottest hitter in the lineup for the Phillies, Caroline Rogers. She had a couple of hits in the Clarinda game, and then she hit the ball hard all 3 times in the last game with 2 singles, 2 sharp singles. So she's kind of a firecracker with the bat right now. We'll see if she can get some action going here on the base paths with 2 on and just 1 out. First pitch to Rogers is in for strike number 1. So 0-1 to the cleanup hitter for Shenandoah. Oh, 1 pitch from Cole. That misses down and in. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Black is at second base. She walked to lead off the inning. Burdorf then followed up with a strikeout. Lene Green hit by the first pitch of the at-bat in her first plate appearance. So she's at first, and now Caroline Rogers in a 1-1 count. And she lays off way high and outside. So 2 balls and a strike. Another good count for a Philly today. They've seemed to be in advantage counts all day, up in the count, 2 balls and a strike, 2-0, 3-1, 3-0. And that's where Rogers finds herself again. 2 balls and 1 strike pitch. And that's in for strike number 2. No, it was not. It missed inside. Excuse me. I apologize for that. So it should be a 3-1 count. So 3-1 the count to Caroline Rogers. Must have missed inside there. Cole 3-1 pitch. That's in for a strike as it's fouled back. And now the count is full to Caroline Rogers. Be interesting to see if Coach Burdorf puts the runners in motion here with a full count offering and just 1 out. And maybe stay out of the double play possibility. It'd be hard to double up Rogers as quick as she is, but maybe force the action here against a little bit better opponent in game 2. And the full count offering is looked at for strike 3. So out number 2. 2 strikeouts already for Cole. This time strikeout looking. And now Sarah Morales. Sarah Bam Bam Morales steps up. She had a couple of hits in the first ball game this morning, so she's staying hot with the bat. See if she can be good with 2 outs here and drive something in. First pitch misses down. 1 ball, no strikes. To the senior third baseman for Shenandoah. On deck would be Reese Spiegel if Morales could get on. 1-0 pitch is lined down the first base side. Almost hit Coach Flowers there in the coach's box. Morales a little bit behind on that one, so maybe that's something that Cole will put in the back of her mind. Maybe don't slow the pitch down and speed Morales' bat up. Just stay with the hard stuff because right now she's behind it. 1-1 pitch from Cole. She did go with the soft stuff, and that time Morales was ahead of it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morales going to have to fight to stay alive here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. A 1-2 pitch. That's popped up on the first base side, but it's going to get into the visitors' dugout there. So Morales staying alive, gets to see another 2-strike pitch here. Try to make something happen. The 1-2 pitch, that's swung on and missed, but a drop third strike, and the throw to first is in time with no movement there for Morales, so that's going to end the inning for the Phillies. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left aboard. We go to the top of the second, nothing.
On the top of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left.
Very moment, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon is on his way to a newly remodeled surgical suite where he'll scrub up and dress into infection-free equipment and begin a surgery to give his patient a replacement knee. With the help of a knowledgeable staff and the latest technology, he'll give this man hope for a normal life again without walking in pain. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back into Shenandoah, top of the second, just about ready to get underway. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Big Reds. It's going to be Shelby Devilbess, Bailey Devilbess, and Leah Goot. And then top of the order, if anybody should get on. Peyton Athan gave up some traffic on the base paths. The first 3 Missouri Valley players reached base, so now we'll see what Devilbess can do. Oh, excuse me, it'd be Haley Ferris, and she takes strike 1. So Ferris down on the count, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Athan swung on and missed. Ferris well behind. She's a .239 hitter on the season, as she's now down on the count 0-2. The no ball, 2 strike count is lined over the shortstop's head into left center field. That's going to be a single for sure. Spiegel gets the throw into second base and a stand-up double for Ferris to lead off the inning, as that's a really good way to get things started for the Big Reds. Now Shelby Devilbess steps in. So Devilbess comes in, .235 hitter on the year, with just 1 double, 7 singles. Athan's first pitch in there for strike 1, so she's pounding the zone a little bit here this inning. Just kind of a tough luck there on the first at bat to Ferris. Oh, 1 from Athan. That's going to be popped up just beyond the outstretched glove of Burdorf. The throw's going to go home, and because of the throw, Devilbess will make her way to second base. So it's going to be a single, an official single, but she advanced to second on the throw.
Now batting for the Lady Reds, the center fielder, number 13, Shelby Devilbess. Bailey Devilbess.
So now the other Devilbess steps in with 2 in scoring position and nobody out. And she misses high, does Athan, for ball 1. So 1-0. The count to Bailey Devilbess. And the 1-0 pitch misses down and in, so 2-0. Athan in a little bit of trouble here. She got into a little bit of trouble in the first inning, was able to work herself out of it. And now with nobody out, 2 runners in scoring position, looks like the Phillies are content to maybe give up a run to take an out here, as Devilbess takes strike 1. So good job by Athan to find that zone there, down 2-0, finding the strike zone. Now gets back in the count here, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. That's just high and outside, so 3-1. A really advantageous count here for Bailey Divalbest. 3-1 pitch is in for strike two. It's a big pitch. You can't see what's going on behind us, but the rest of the Burdorf family is trying to get a couple of softballs off this net back here. I bet they wish they had Brody, but Brody, who's 9 foot tall, is standing by me doing the camera. The 3-2 pitch is lined right off of the glove of Ethan. That's going to be safe as the throw was low. It's going to end up being an E6. And on the board first is Missouri Valley. That's going to be an E6 on the play.
Now batting for the Lady Reds, the left fielder, number 14, Leah Goot.
So Leah Goot steps in. She's the number 9 hitter. Nobody out. And she's squared. The throw back to third, and she's out. Good job by Brooklyn Black. Kind of the Big Reds kind of maybe running themselves out of an inning here. I mean, you're going to get that runner to second base. So don't do anything silly on the base paths. And Shelby Divalbest gets picked off on a play that really should have never happened as Leah Goot took ball 1. So 1-0, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes with a runner at second base. Phillies down 1-0 here in the top of the second. That ball goes actually behind Goot. So a 3-0 count. Ethan maybe trying a little too hard here as the counts. I got to fix that. It's 3-0. Do you want to go help them, Brody? They're still struggling with it. I can try to do both. Why don't you run down there and help them out? 3-0 pitch is in for strike number 1. This is quite comical. I mean, the game is entertaining, but what's going on behind us is pretty good, too. The 3-1 pitch from Ethan to Goot misses upstairs, so that's going to put runners now at the corners. So Goot's at first. Bailey Divalbest is at third. And you're back to the top of the order, and Audrey Cole, who singled her first at-bat. See if she can help herself out. First pitch in for a strike. Snap throw back to third. It worked once. Not that time. It was a close play, but the first pitch is a called strike. Now 2 runners in scoring position, and Audrey Cole trying to help herself out here in a big way early in this ballgame. Same rules applied in the first game. 7 innings or nothing can start after an hour and a half. So keep that in mind if this ends up being a tight game. No inning can start after an hour and a half's worth of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethan's pitch to Cole is popped up past Morales. That may hit the porta-john, and it did. Did you get that on camera? Yeah. Brody got that on camera. Hit the porta-potty over there. So we got a lot of cars and only a handful of porta-potties, but we missed all the cars that time, and we got the porta-potty. So 1 ball, 2 strikes count. Cole way ahead there on that last pitch. The 1-2 pitch, she checked her swing. She did not go around, so we're even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out in the inning and 2 on in scoring position. Leah Goot is at second base, and Bailey Divalbest is at third. 2-2 pitch is lined into left field, and Spiegel backed up on it, and that's going to end up scoring 2. And Cole will get into second with a 2 RBI double. So Emma Goot steps in. She walked her last time up. As now the score is 3-0. So 3-0 early, 1 out, and Ethan needing to kind of settle down a little bit here. He gets strike one to Emma Goot. As I mentioned, walked in the first inning. A lot of traffic on the bases so far in the ball game. As the 0-1 pitch is fouled straight back. So it's 0-2 the count with a runner at second base for the Big Reds. The 0-2 pitch is popped up on the first base side. Ethan, great catch by Lene Green. Wonderful catch. Did you get that on film? No.
Good job, 3-7.
Well, we couldn't move the camera there, but we will be able to now. Is it working? Is it moving? Is it movable? Let's see. Yeah, we got it. We're nailing it now. We're cooking with gas now. All right, so now Brooklyn Lang up to the plate as that was a foul out 3. So it's out for out number 2, and Lang takes ball 1. Have you been moving the camera at all, Brody? A little bit. We're getting what we pay for, folks. He's doing this out of the kindness of his heart. So a 1-0 pitch to Lang. That's going to miss down and in. So 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is in for strike number 1. So Ethan getting back in the count here. 2 balls and a strike with a runner at second base still with 2 outs after a really good play by Lene Green on the foul out catch of Emma Goot. 2-1 pitch from Ethan. That's in for a strike as it's fouled back. That did not make it to the top of the net that time on the baseball field. It just hit the side of that net and stayed on the ground, so nobody's gonna have to get the big old brooms out and try to knock them down. So we're at a 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in inning number 2. Two-2 pitch from Ethan is swung on and missed in the dirt. The throw down to first from Black is in time, so that's going to go down as a strikeout, and the 2-3 put out. 4 out number 3. We go to the bottom half of the inning, and it was 3 runs on the inning for Missouri Valley as Shenandoah looks to strike back in the bottom half.
Green Plains is transforming. In addition to being a first-class biofuels producer, we are now a leading ag tech company, producing high-quality feed ingredients for dairy, poultry, swine, pet food, and aquaculture. At our Aqua Lab, we are conducting research to produce the best ingredients for our optimal aquafeed products. Green Plains is expanding in every way. If you're interested in being a part of this journey with us, check out our website for our latest job opportunities.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
All right, welcome back in. Bottom of the second. We are just about ready to rock and roll here. It's going to be 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Phillies. Reese Spiegel, Macy Finley, and Cassidy Stevens. Spiegel had a productive day, at least game 1. She reached base 3 times in that ball game, and then Macy Finley reached base a couple of times, got a RBI and a single, and Cassidy Stevens also the same RBI single and reached base a couple of times. So hopefully this bottom half of the order can kind of get things going. 3-0 is not an insurmountable lead, but when you're on the clock too, you got to start chipping away a little bit quicker maybe than the 5th inning. So Spiegel steps in. First pitch is called, strike 1 on the outside corner. Ball was kind of squirted away from the catcher there, but it was right on the corner, just out of the glove. 0-1 pitch from Cole is fouled straight back. So good timing there from Spiegel. If you're watching at home, I would imagine you probably see a little bit of a wrinkle here with timing being what it was there. It's just straight on it. You probably see Cole either waste a fastball or try to punch her out on 3 pitches with something off speed. And there's the off speed pitch. I'm a genius sometimes, Brody. Sometimes I'm not. So it's a 1-2 count. So when you throw that changeup, 0-2, even if you miss it, it makes that fastball look that much faster. And here she comes back with it, and it's freezing for strike 3. So really good job by Cole. She's recorded 4 outs in the inning and in the game, and all 4 have been strikeouts. She's recorded 2 strikeouts looking and 2 strikeouts swinging. So her relatively high strikeout ratio is just going to keep growing. She's well over a strikeout an inning on the season. And Macy Finley steps in, and she takes strike 1. Kind of reminds me of the Clarinda game early. Both teams were taking a lot of first pitch strikes. As the game went on, Shenandoah and Clarinda both got way more aggressive early in the count. I feel like that's when you're facing a good pitcher who shoots strikes, you got to be aggressive early in the count. You get down 0-2, 1-2, now you're opening up the whole arsenal. All the wrinkles and the curveballs and the off-speed pitches and the rise balls, those are coming at you. Finley on a changeup hits it right back up the middle, but that's out number 2, and that's a 1-3 putout. And it's going to bring up Cassidy Stevens, center fielder. She did break the schneid she was on. She picked up a really sharp single and drove in a couple runs in the last ball game. So hopefully she's got that good feeling now and she can just get on a roll. The Monkeys off her back. First pitch to Stevens, misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. If Stevens can get on base, Kinsey Gibson will be is on deck. She will be the next hitter there, and then we'll go back to the top of the order. 1-0 pitch from Cole is in for strike number 1. Tell you, if this game tightens up, those drop third strikes, if she's dropped about 4 or 5 really catchable balls here, just kind of squirting out of the glove. That might be a new catcher's mitt there. You could have some issues. As the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, no drop strike there as Stevens swings and misses. Now down in the count 1-2. This is that same dilemma. It's 2 strikes. Is she going to throw me the changeup? Is she going to throw me the fastball? You get caught in between, and there's the fastball, and that was very close to another strikeout looking there. A really good pitch by Cole. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 2nd inning. And Stevens swings and misses. Ball was in the dirt on the drop third strike, but that's going to be a strikeout and a 2-3 putout. So we'll go to the top half of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left aboard. Shenandoah down 3-0.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Building your vision is what they help do at Miller Building Supply, Shenandoah. Once you've picked your project, comes the supply list. Miller Building Supply is a full-line lumberyard with electrical, plumbing, and hardware departments and all the tools needed to get the job done. Windows, doors, countertops, tub and shower units, kitchen and bath cabinets, and a fresh coat of paint. Yup, they have all that too. And if you have a question, they work hard to get you an answer. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. Don't just dream it. Build it.
Welcome back into Shenandoah, top of the 3rd, 3-0, Missouri Valley on top. It's going to be 4, 5, 6 due up in the batting order for Missouri Valley. That's Maya Contreras, Emerson Anderson, and Haley Ferris. Contreras is 0 for 1 on the day. She struck out. She's the only Lady Red to strike out today to this point. see if Ethan can have a quick 1-2-3 and get the bats back up here for the Phillies. First pitch is up and away, so 1 ball, no strike for after the first pitch of the inning. The 1-0 pitch from Ethan is again high and outside. So Ethan down in the count here early, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch, that's fouled straight back. So Ethan gets back in the count. Contreras had a good swing there as pitch, or the count's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one pitch from Ethan to Contreras. Again, fouled straight back. That's going to land right in the middle of the netting for the baseball field bleachers. We're going to have to get out the big long brooms again and try to knock that thing out of there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Contreras. And she wraps it to third base. A nice little Sunday hop, but then the throw was offline, and Contreras is going to get to second base on the second error of the game early for the Phillies, and that's going to go down as an E5 as the throw was just offline. And a lot of time, Morales had a lot of time there to make that play, just kind of short-arm the throw. And now there's a runner at second base, and Emerson Anderson will step up. She is 0 for 1. She grounded out in the first inning to Jenna Burdorf at second base. And another play from Morales. Looked the runner back out at first, but Contreras is in at third. So Morales did look the runner back, but good base running by Contreras just to keep on a moving. So there's 1 out now with a runner at third, and Haley Ferris is up to the plate, who doubled her last time up. First pitch to Ferris is fouled straight back. So 0-1 the count with Contreras at third. If she does score, that'll end up being an unearned run. The Phillies have already allowed 1 unearned run in the ball game. This would be number 2 if she does happen to go in, as the 0-1 pitch is also swung on, but this time missed by Ferris. Now down 0-2. 0-2 pitch to Ferris. In for strike 3. That's a big strikeout for Ethan. Needed that. Now with 2 outs and a runner at third, it's going to take some 2-out magic. It's going to take some 2-out magic from Shelby Diverbus. Diverbus will come in. She's 1 for 1. She singled her first time up and then was thrown out at third base for the first out of the inning. That's going to be a tough play for Morales. She may have to just eat that one. And they called her out, so the run does not count, and Diverbus is out on a really good play by Morales. So on the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the inning, and a bang-bang play at first keeps it 3-0. Shenandoah coming to bat.
Kane, the real boss at Gowing Plumbing, but don't tell my mom and dad. I'd like to talk to you about tankless water heaters with endless hot water. If low energy bills and higher home values are important to you, you might consider a more efficient tankless water heater from Gowing Plumbing. Call 712-246-1803 and they can help you find the right system for you. Plus, Gowing Plumbing is the only one to call for issues with boiler heat. 24-hour on-call service from Gowing Plumbing. Tell them the boss sent you.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the third, 3-0. Missouri Valley on top. They've scored 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 Shenandoah errors to this point, and a couple of walks issued as well by Peyton Athan. So 7 early base runners and only 3 runs. So they've stranded 4 runners. So it could be a lot worse for the Phillies. Pretty fortunate to this point to be down just 3-0. And Kenzie Gibson leads things off for the Phillies, number 9 hitter, but well over 300 hitter on the season to this point. So a really good number 9 hitter for Shenandoah to flip the lineup over to Brooklyn Black as she takes first pitch for a ball up and away, 1-0. 1-0 is swung on and just a little bit behind that one. That was a little bit of a slower swing than we're used to seeing from Kenzie Gibson. She might have been kind of in between there on what pitch she was kind of thinking was coming from Cole. 1-1 pitch from Cole is swung on and missed. This time she was behind the last one as she was ahead of this one. So the timing's still just a little bit messed up. And 5 strikeouts already recorded for Cole on 6 recorded outs. And the 1-2 pitch misses upstairs, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kenzie Gibson now even in the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cole comes set and pitches, and she gets another called third strike. So that's strikeout number 6 for Cole. And that is the 3rd called third strike. You know, when you're facing somebody that's got some off-speed stuff, you really can't guess. You just kind of sit on the fastball and adjust to everything else. And it's just a lot different than what they saw in game number 1 today, where there wasn't a lot of deception and timing disruption for the pitchers from Stanton. It was pretty much just one speed the whole time, and Cole's doing a really good job of mixing speeds and changing timing as Black swings and hits one into right center field. That's going to be trouble for the center fielder, and it'll drop in for the first hit of the ball game for the Phillies. And for Brooklyn Black, her great day continues. She's had 6 plate appearances today, and she's been on base all 6 times, 5 hits and 1 walk. So now with 1 out, now that the no-hitter has been broken up, let's see if Jenna Burdorf can move Brooklyn Black around, maybe hit one over top of the third baseman here and do something here. As Burdorf did not offer at that first pitch, and so that's going to be 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch is slapped right to the pitcher. It goes under the glove. I mean, you'd love to say that's an error, but never touched her glove. I mean, my rule is it touches your glove, it's an error, but that didn't touch her. So I'm going to give a hit on the play, and Burdorf's on. 2 on, just 1 out. And Lene the RBI machine Green to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. Maybe a chance to lay into one, and she had a healthy hack that time. She was hit by a pitch her first at-bat, her first plate appearance, so maybe she had a little revenge in mind on that first swing. The 0-1 pitch to Green, missing outside, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Green back even in the count. Again, 2 on. Just 1 out. Best chance so far in this game for Shenandoah to get on the board. A shot into the green could put up a crooked number for the Phillies as the 1-1 pitch misses way up and away. So now Green up in the count. 2 balls and a strike. If you're a good hitter, a hitter that likes to drive the ball and drive in runs. This is a really good count to kind of sit aggressive in your zone. We'll see what Green comes up with here in a 2-1. She took a big rip, and again, that's Coach Burdorf talks about that a lot. Swing hard, you just might hit it, and that's what Lene Green's doing here in an RBI spot. She's trying to put the bat on the ball in the outfield to drive in some runs. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Lene Green. The 2-2 pitch is in for strike 3. Another backwards K for Cole, and those are the ones that are backbreakers. Those drop third, or the called third strikes when you got runners in scoring position. Those inside pitches are tough sometimes for hitters because they just don't look good. You don't want to swing at them. Now Caroline Rogers steps up. She's 0 for 1. She struck out looking for the second out in the first inning, and she's aggressive now, swinging at pitch number 1. And that's what she did a lot in game 1 against Stanton. She swung at first pitch in 3 of her at-bats. She didn't swing at the first pitch in this game, the first at-bat, but she does again here. And now the 1-0 pitch is down and picked up there by the catcher. A really good play by Brooklyn Lang, as now the count's even at 1-1, but the runners had to stay put at first and second. 1-1 pitch is fouled back and into the visitors' dugout, so we're 1 ball, 2 strikes. Black just a little bit behind on that. But 2 strike count here. 7 strikeouts already for Cole. She's looking for number 8. And for the Phillies, they're looking for their first run of the ball game. 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be chopped to third. The throw to first is in time to Contreras. Settle in the inning, and fortunate for the Big Reds to get out of that before things got out of hand. So 3-0, Missouri Valley on top as we go to the top of the 4th.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Way I pay to spray. What did you say? Pay to spray. Custom application? Oh, input costs can get pretty high. I want to buy my own sprayer with automatic boom shutoff and really big booms. Gotta love some big booms. The ag economy's down, but I'm bullish and my numbers are good. So what do you think? Let's make it happen.
The ride to your dreams is easier with the right partner. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen.
Welcome back to Shenandoah. We're just getting ready to start at the top of the 4th. At the end of that last play, I don't know if we had it on the video. I think that we did. I think Brody got it. Looked like Caroline Rogers rolled her ankle running into first base on that stretch out, trying to beat the throw. So Cameron Guile looks like it's going to be coming into play right field. So it's a good opportunity for her, freshman, to get in there, get some action in a varsity game. There's a really good chance she's going to get an opportunity to bat because this game has been kind of going swiftly. We should get through, 5 innings or 6 innings or so, which could give her another opportunity to bat. But on a play like that, you don't really want to teach a kid to lunge, and for that reason right there, you don't want to twist an ankle. You want to just teach them just to run straight through. Unfortunate for Rogers. Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully it's just a little minor injury, and she's back pretty soon. As the first pitch from Ethan in the inning is called a ball low. That was from Bailey Dival-Bess. Bailey's 0 for 1 today. She reached base on an error, so that is not a hit. So she's 0 for 1, and it's 2-0 now to Dival-Bess. 2 ball, no strike count is just inside. So 3-0 now to Bailey Dival-Bess. Three-0 pitch misses, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk So Ethan issues a leadoff walk, and that's going to bring up Leah Goot. Goot hit a, she walked her last time as well. So this will be that's the 8th runner. Dival Best is the 8th runner that's already reached base for Missouri Valley. Goot takes first pitch and pops it foul back behind us and out of play, so no balls and a strike to the Missouri Valley number 9 hitter. The 0-1 pitch just inside, maybe a little bit low, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Goot. One pitch, that's popped foul straight back in the netting at the softball field. So there's a lot of softballs in the netting here this afternoon. There's currently 3 in the netting, 2 on the baseball field and 1 here at the softball field. So the 1-2 pitch from Ethan trying to get the first out of the inning, and she will not get it there, but the throw down is not in time. Squirts away. Burdorf hustles over to grab it, so no advancement. It's going to be a stolen base for Dival Best, and it's going to be a 2-2 count to Leah Goot. Two-two pitch, that's pop foul as well, and that hits the net. I'll tell you what, they're batting about 1,000 popping these softballs back onto the nets. That's pretty wild. I mean, you'll see a full 7-inning varsity game, and you may only see a couple of those, and we just keep hitting them over there today. 2-2 pitch, we'll do it again now. Runner at second base. Ethan's 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Goot was out in front, and it was upstairs as a pitcher's pitch, and Ethan will take it as she records her 3rd strikeout of the afternoon or the morning. And Audrey Cole will step in with 1 out with a runner at second base. Cole, a single and a double already today to help her own cause behind the plate. This time she'll foul it back, just going to be shy of the field over there on the west side of the field. So 0-1 the count to Audrey Cole. 0-1 pitch, that's fouled straight back, and that's going to go over the softball field bleachers. So that'll be a retrievable ball. 0-2 count. Ethan way ahead here, so she's got options as far as pitch selection is concerned. The 0-2 pitch is in for strike 3 looking. So back-to-back strikeouts for Ethan, and that's a big out because Cole was previously 2 for 2, and now Emma Goot steps in. She is 1 for 2. She singled in the first and then popped out on a really nice play by Lene Green, her last at-bat. And this time, a line drive up the middle. There's going to be a play at the plate. The throw by Stevens is going to be up the third base line. That's going to be a single, advancing to second, and then third on the throw. So it's going to be 4-0 Missouri Valley. Goot with a single and advancing on the throw, and then there's an error on the throw to advance to third. So that'll be the 3rd error of the game for the Phillies. And an RBI single for Emma Goot. And Lang steps in. She's 1 for 2 on the day, and she takes the first pitch strike. Lang down on the count. No balls and a strike. Ethan 4-0 down, trying to get out of this thing. And the 0-1 pitch misses down and in, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is grounded to Lene Green. She just walks over to first base, the necessary 3 or 4 steps, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on what looks like 1 hit one error and one left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 4-0, Missouri Valley in control.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Every inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back in, bottom of the fourth. It's going to be for the Phillies, 5, 6, 7 due up in the bottom of the fourth, trying to scratch and claw their way back into this ball game, down by 4 in the second of 2 played here on Saturday morning at Bob Lucky Folden Field.
Leading off for the Phillies in the bottom of the fourth, the third baseman, number 36, Sarah Morales.
So Morales will step in. She is 0 for 1 today, struck out swinging in the first inning to end the first inning with 2 on. The Phillies have left 4 runners on base today. First pitch to Morales misses just inside. So 1 ball and no strikes to the senior third baseman. 1-0 pitch to Morales. That one is in for a strike. Kind of on that low outside corner there. It's going to be a 1 ball, 1 strike count now to Morales. One pitch misses high, so 2 balls and a strike to Morales, who's mentioned is 0 for 1 in this ball game. Had a couple of hits in game 1. So it's been a productive day at the plate so far for the senior altogether. See if she can't get on board yet again. 2-1 pitches swung on and missed. And again, that's probably about the 8th time, maybe 9th time that ball has kind of squirted away from the Missouri Valley catcher. If it was a closer game, that might be something that could be cause for concern for the Lady Reds. 2-2 pitch to Morales is lined softly to first base, and that's going to be out number 1 as Contreras makes the play. So very quickly, 1 out for Shenandoah as they're running out of opportunities.
Now batting for the Phillies, the left fielder, number 10, Reese.
Running out of opportunities to get themselves back into this ball game. And now Reese Spiegel steps in for the second time today. She pops the first pitch foul back behind and out of play. She's also 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. 7 of those strikeouts today already for Cole. The 0-1 pitch misses a little bit low, so 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior left fielder. And she's had a productive day at the plate today. Reached base all 3 times she was up in game 1. And then game 2, she's 0 for 1. And now she's up in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch to Spiegel. It's going to be just inside. A good eye, but tough pitches from Cole as she's right around the zone, making Spiegel work for this at-bat. And likewise, Spiegel doing the same thing, making Cole work to get her out. So 3 balls and a strike. Really good at-bat. Good battle between the pitcher and the batter. As Spiegel hits one into shallow center field, and really good hustle in by the center fielder, And that was Bailey Dival-Bess who makes the play. So that's out number 2. That's going to bring up Macy Finley. Finley grounded back to the pitcher. Her first at bat, it was a little bit of an off-speed pitch that she kind of swung and hit off of the ground and grounded right back to Cole. So she takes first pitch, strike 1. So Audrey Cole up in the count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. A 1 pitch missing just inside. It just kind of looks like you're getting an outside corner call, not an inside corner. Both pitchers are getting it. It's not one way or the other. It just kind of looks like this morning, the umpire currently is favoring the outside corner as opposed to the inside corner, as the 1-1 pitch is fired in there, and Finley is well behind that 1-1 offering. So now she's down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch, that's upstairs and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch is upstairs, so we're full. Finley putting together a pretty good at-bat here as we got an action pitch, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the bottom of the 4th, trying to extend the inning for the center fielder, Cassidy Stevens, who's on deck. The payoff pitch, swung on and missed. That's strikeout number 8. And Finley is retired, and no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 5th. Phillies still down 4-0.
Green Plains is transforming. In addition to being a first-class biofuels producer, we are now a leading ag tech company, producing high-quality feed ingredients for dairy, poultry, swine, pet food, and aquaculture. At our Aqua Lab, we are conducting research to produce the best ingredients for our optimal aquafeed products. Green Plains is expanding in every way. If you're interested in being a part of this journey with us, check out our website for our latest job opportunities.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. Top of the 5th. And Maya Contreras up to the plate to lead off the top of the 5th against Peyton Nathan. First pitch to Contreras, missing just low, maybe a little outside as well. Contreras is 0 for 2 on the day officially. She struck out in the first and she reached on an error her last time around and was stranded at third. And she's hit by the pitch, so she'll get to first base the hard way. She'll get to first base the hard way, so she's still hitless on the day, but she's reached base twice, once on an error in the third, and then hit by a pitch here. And this time around, is she may have a bit of a strawberry there for a little bit. Those ones smart when they get on the backside of the shin. Not a lot of meat there, Brody. Not a lot. On the inside of the shin, you got your calf muscle there, but on the front side, it's a little tender there. Just take my word for it. Brody. It brings back Emma Anderson to the plate. She's 0 for 2. She's hit the ball both times, grounded out to second base, and then grounded out to third base. Both times up, hit the ball on the ground. And now we've got Contreras at first. Another ground ball. You could have a double play situation if it's a hard hit ball. And the 0-1 pitch is high and outside, so 1-1, the count to Emerson Anderson. Not a lot of hits to go around all day for either team. We're in the top of the 5th. Just 6 total hits, 4 for Missouri Valley, 2 for Shenandoah. And the 1-1 pitch misses down and in, but a good job by the senior Brooklyn Black to keep that in front of her so Contreras cannot advance on a pass ball or a wild pitch. She's tall, that Contreras girl. She's tall at first base. And the 2-1 pitch is lined off the glove of Macy Findlay. That's probably going to be a double for Anderson, and it will be. So a double, clean double for Anderson, puts runners at second and third with nobody out. And that's going to bring up Haley Ferris, who's already doubled today. She's 1 for 2, doubled and scored in the second, and then struck out in the third. With that Contreras girl and Lene Green both standing at first base, that was like 12 feet tall of high school kid right there, because they're both about 6 foot tall. Anyways, first pitch to Ferris is a wild pitch, and that's going to score Contreras. It's going to make it 5-0. I don't want to say this is that moment where either the wheels fall off or you get it together, but this is one of those important moments in every game where you're on the brink of getting too far out of hand or too far away with limited time left. And that ball's nubbed back to the pitcher and throw to first for the out, but it's a fielder's choice, RBI. So 1 out, clears the bases. It clears the bases. Anderson will score on the fielder's choice. Ferris gets the RBI on the 1-3 putout. Really, really good job. Again, Missouri Valley's just kind of, they had a couple of hard hit balls today, but they're just doing the little things today that Shenandoah hasn't done in this game. First pitch to Divalbeck. Actually looked like it missed. No, they called the strike, so 0-1 the count. Divalbeck 1 for 2, singled in the second and grounded out to third base her next time up, and then she gets hit by a pitch. So that's 2 hit batter in the inning, and it might be something where the freshman Athan might be getting a little tired. But Jenna Burdorf just pitched 5 innings already. You may not have much choice but to ride with Athan unless you got somebody else. Do we have anybody else, Brody, that pitches, or just those 2? Maybe Lene, she's thrown a little, right? You don't know. Brody's not talking. He's being pretty quiet. I get you a headset if you want a headset. No, he don't want a headset. He probably doesn't even want to be up here, folks. He'd rather be in the concession stand eating the hot dogs and the hamburgers. There's AC in there is what he just said. So Bailey Divalbeck is in the batter's box right now, and she takes strike 1. So 0-1 the count to Divalbeck. 1 out, top of the 5th, 6-0. Missouri Valley just slowly extending this lead. They got up 3-0 in the second inning. They didn't get any in the third. They didn't get any in the fourth. They got 1 in the fourth, and then they take 2 more here in the 5th. As that's 3 straight strikes, Athan gets a good K right there. She needed it. If the Phillies want to have an opportunity to get back in this thing, you need as many quick outs as you can. And Leah Good will step in. She, on the day, is 0 for 1. She walked and scored in the second, and then she struck out here in the 4th. So she will be safe as the ball was dropped. The ball was, it was actually, Finley got the tag to the helmet of the runner, but she lost the ball on the tag, so the runner is safe on a stolen base. It was a good throw, and the tag was applied, but just lost the ball. So it'll just be a stolen base, and Goot is now even in the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch misses down and in, so 2 balls and a strike to Leah Goot. You really need to get this out before the lineup flips over. Top of the order to follow, and you want to stop the bleeding here if you're Peyton Athan and the Phillies. 2-1 pitch is grounded back up the middle and just past the outstretched glove. It's going to be one of those tough ones. It could be a hit. It could be an error. I'm going to err on the side of calling it a hit. So we'll just call it a hit. What do you think, Brody? Was it an error?
Top of the batting order for the Lady Reds. The pitcher, number 9.
Okay. He said close, so he's no help. He's no help, folks. Scorekeeper's decision. Okay. A lot of help up here from Brody. I do appreciate his help. As we go back to the top of the order, and Audrey Cole, the pitcher for Missouri Valley, was well in front of that first pitch, so she's down in the count 0-1. We will give a hit and an RBI to Leah Goot there. Not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things because they're going to call it what they're going to call it, but 0-1 pitch is a strike. The throw down to second actually hits the runner, and she'll make it to third. Pretty good throw. Just hit the runner. So yeah, she gets the steal, but then she's going to get an E2 on that play. Unfortunately, it's just an unfortunate error that time. That on record will be the 4th error of the game for the Phillies, but they get out of it. Nothing bad happened on that particular play as Cole flies out to Cassidy Stevens in center field to end the inning. So all told, 3 runs on, let's see, 1 hit, 2 hits. 3 runs on 2 hits, and we had 1 error and 1 left. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. 7-0 Missouri Valley.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back into Shenandoah. Bottom of the 5th, 7-0 Missouri Valley on top. Audrey Cole pitching a really good ball game here to this point. She's allowed just 2 hits so far in the ball game, with 8 strikeouts. So really, really good day in the circle for Cole. And you're going to get Nevaeh Yale pinch hitting for Cassidy Stevens. First pitch to Yale is a swing and a miss on a high strike. Kind of a pitcher's pitch there, but Yale, first at-bat of the day. Probably to be expected to be a little jumpy in there. She's only had 2 at-bats on the season, or excuse me, no at-bats on the season at the varsity level. She's only played in 2 games. And her second swing, much better. She fouls it straight back, so she's down on the count 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch to Yale, swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 9 for Cole, and that's out number 1 for Missouri Valley. And
now batting for the Phillies, number 30, Lexi.
So it looks like Lexi Shabam's going to get an opportunity to bat here in the bottom of the 5th as she takes ball 1. Shabam on the year, so pretty good batting average. She's batting .250 on the year in 20 at-bats on the season, so she's 5 for 20 on the year. The 1-0 pitch misses up and away. So 2 balls and a strike. Two-0 pitch to Shabam. Just under it there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one pitch to Shabam. In for strike 2. And that happened again, bro. Did you see it? Just a perfect strike. Just bloop. Just right out of the glove. Closer game, that might matter. Those drop third strikes. That was strike 2, though. So the 2-2 pitch to Shabam. And I don't know if it was a strikeout swinging or strikeout looking. Will look like maybe a bit of a swing, so we'll give her a strikeout swing in there. But that's nevertheless, it's a strikeout, and that's strikeout number 10 for Cole here in 4 2/3 innings. And Brooklyn Black will step in. Black is 1 for 1. She walked in the first and singled back in the third. So she has been perfect so far on the night. 6 times to the plate, 6 times on base. This time maybe an out, and it is, as that's the 3rd out of the inning. Black gets out for the first time all day as she flies out to the center fielder. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Looks like we're going to the top of the 6th, so we'll be right back right after this.
Building your vision is what they help do at Miller Building Supply, Shenandoah. Once you've picked your project, comes the supply list. Miller Building Supply is a full-line lumberyard with electrical, plumbing, and hardware departments and all the tools needed to get the job done. Windows, doors, countertops, tub and shower units, kitchen and bath cabinets, and a fresh coat of paint. Yup, they have all that too. And if you have a question, they work hard to get you an answer. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. Don't just dream it. Build it.
Kane, the real boss at Gowing Plumbing, but don't tell my mom and dad. I'd like to talk to you about tankless water heaters with endless hot water. If low energy bills and higher home values are important to you, you might consider a more efficient tankless water heater from Gowing Plumbing. Call 712-246-1803 and they can help you find the right system for you. Plus, Gowing Plumbing is the only one to call for issues with boiler heat. 24-hour on-call service from Gowing Plumbing. Tell them the boss sent you.
Just about ready to get started with the top of the 6th inning. That's going to be 2-3-4 due up for the Lady Reds. Emma Goot, Brooklyn Lang, and Maya Contreras. Goot on the day is 1 for 2. She walked in the first, popped out to Lene Green in the second, and singled back in the 4th. So we'll see what she can do for her 4th plate appearance. First pitch misses for ball 1 from Peyton Athan, who's fought through and battled through 5 innings already. She's out to work the top of the 6th as well. And that's a line shot right between third and short. So Goot with a solid single. That's just hit number 7 on the day, but that was a loud one. So leadoff hitter aboard for the Lady Reds. And now Brooklyn Lang steps in. She's 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in the first, struck out in the second, and grounded to Lene Green back in the 4th. Athan gets it right to Green. That's out number 1 on a fielder's choice. So the runner moves up to second base. We'll call that a 1-3 put out on the fielder's choice. And that's going to bring up Maya Contreras. Maya is 0 for 2 on the day. She struck out in the first, reached on an error in the third, and was hit by a pitch and scored back in the 5th inning. So she's been on base twice, has not recorded a hit yet, but she's been on base twice and scored once. And the first pitch from Athan is in for strike number 1. And the 0-1 pitch misses down, and on the wild pitch, the runner moves up to third base. So it'll be Goot at third now on the wild pitch. But it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Contreras. 1-1 pitch is just inside, maybe a little low. So 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch from Ethan is swung on and missed. Contreras well out in front of that offering from Ethan. And the 2-2 pitch is down in the dirt. And Black thought about throwing down to third and maybe thought better of it. She might have had a play there, but nevertheless, there was no throw, so we move on. So we got a full count offering with 1 out in the top of the 6th with Goot at third, Contreras at the plate. Payoff pitch is rifled off of the runner in foul territory, so she's not out, but it's just a foul ball. That's a painful foul ball as that ball hit Goot in foul territory. Had she been in fair territory and that ball hit her, the batted ball hit her, she would have been out on the play. So that's why they teach you to take a lead off in foul territory, right, Brody? Right. He said, I heard it. You might not have heard it at home. Full count offering again. That's popped foul, and that's going to be on the net again at the baseball field. That's like the 15th one of those we've had today. It's pretty impressive. So we're going to do the payoff pitch one more time to Contreras. Good battle here between pitcher and batter. And swing and a miss. Contreras way out in front. That's another strikeout for Ethan. And a big strikeout right there to not let this thing get any wider of a deficit than it already is. As Emma Anderson steps in. She's 1 for 3 today. Doubled her last at bat. She's grounded out to second and third and then doubled, like I said, in the 5th inning. She takes outside and low for ball number 1. That's the 7th strikeout of the late morning, early afternoon for Peyton Ethan. And the 1-0 pitch misses, and the snap throw down to third, and that was close. That was very close, but the safe call, so we move on. 2-0 count to Emerson Anderson. You got it. I mean, the umpire was right on the call, so hard to argue when he's right on it. 2-0 is the call, or is the count to Emerson Anderson, and the 2-0 pitch is in for strike number 1. The 2-1 pitch from Ethan is high, so now we're 3 balls and a strike. Three ball, 1 strike count from Ethan to Anderson. That misses. It's going to squirt away, and Brooklyn Black couldn't find it. And fortunate for the Phillies, no advancement on that. So it's going to be a walk. Ethan hasn't walked one in a while. She hit a couple last inning, but she hadn't walked any in a while. That's going to bring up Haley Ferris. Ferris up for her 4th plate appearance of the day. She is 1 for 3. She's 1 for 3. She doubled her first time up, struck out in the 3rd, and grounded out in a fielder's choice in the 5th inning. First pitch, swing and a miss, and the runner moves up to second base on a defensive indifference there. So 0-1 the count. And strike number 2 in there on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes count to Ferris. Ethan trying to limit the damage and probably end her day, as I don't believe we'd play a 7th inning here just with the time limit. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. That's strike number 3, and that's going to do it for the top of the 6th for the Lady Reds. They scored 0 runs on 1 hit, and there were 2 left on base. go to the bottom of the sixth. Still 7-0. Missouri Valley on top.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
We're back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the sixth, 7-0 the score. Missouri Valley on top. I believe this is just based on time limit. It's probably going to be the final inning unless it goes ultra fast. I think there was probably about 5 to 10 minutes left, and when we reach that hour-and-a-half time limit where you can't start another inning. But we'll see what they decide as we get through this bottom of the sixth. Burdorf leads things off for the Phillies, and she takes strike number 1. Oh, 1 the count to Burdorf, and she lays one down. It's going to go just foul on the first base side. Probably fortunate for Burdorf that it did go foul, because she was running right into an out right there. Oh, 2 the count to the second baseman in this game for the Phillies, and she'll chop it foul, so she'll stay alive. We'll do it again, 0-2. Do you teach her the slap hitting technique at home, Brody? He shakes his head. He says, no. I don't lie to the people, Brody. I tell them the truth. He shook his head and said, no, folks. 0-2, and she swings this time, offers at it, and misses. Sets strikeout number, I believe, 11. Yes, strikeout number 11 for Jenna Burdorf, for Audrey Cole. The 11th one was to Jenna Burdorf, and now Lene Green steps up, and Green was hit by a pitch in the first and then struck out in the third, so she's 0 for 1, and down on the count 0-1. And she'll pop one foul. It's just going to go under the bleachers there at the baseball field behind us. So 0-2 the count to Lene Green. She tries to salvage something here in this bottom of the sixth inning, try to get on base and get something started here for the Phillies. 0-2 count is swung on and missed, but a drop third strike. Again, it's another drop strike. And the ball was corralled there by Contreras for out number 2. So that's strikeout number 12 for Cole, and it's not. Is it going to be a re-entry here? No, it's an Emma Johnston. Okay.
Now batting for the Phillies, number 11, Emma Olson.
Emma Olson will step in. She is first at bat of the day. And swing and a miss, strike 1. Just like her and Nevaeh, they're both aggressive. That first pitch they saw, they've been watching the game, so they know that Cole's been throwing strikes. Are going to be aggressive and try to put the bat on the ball. 0-1 pitch to Olson. That's swung on and missed. So 0-2. Pitch from Cole, looking for strikeout number 13 on the day. And she got it, as that's a strikeout looking. Cole strikes out the side to end the ball game. The final score is going to be 7-0 Missouri Valley handling the Shenandoah Phillies here in Game 2. We're gonna end the broadcast for the day. It's been a long morning, but a good morning. Phillies had a 10-0 win, and then they fall 7-0 to Missouri Valley. We thank everybody for watching. We thank everybody for coming out. Thank all the teams for coming in on their Saturday morning to play some good volleyball, or excuse me, good softball. And we'll see you next week. The next games I'm doing on the live stream, we'll be doing the baseball game against Carroll Kemper on Monday. So I believe I'm just doing the second half of the doubleheader. So I will see you all on Monday evening for the Carroll Kemper and Shenandoah Mustang baseball game. So good. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.